In America, it's President's Day. Or is it? Thousands take to the streets to denounce what they feel is a fascist president. And we talked to two powerful spark plugs who refuse to live in fascist America. It's the people versus the president. I'm Wil B, and this is your very special Mashed Minute.
We refuse
a fascist America!
No! No! No, no, no!
In the name of humanity!
How important is that we're out here today?
Extremely important. The Women's March kind of galvanized people. How important is it that we continue this effort on now?
Well, I think the Women's March was important in terms of how many people it brought out. I think what's actually galvanizing all this is
Every time that Donald Trump writes an executive order, that the people immediately respond like they did with the Muslim ban, and unprecedented that thousands and tens of thousands really went out into the airports all across this country in unprecedented numbers.
the fact that it's totally illegitimate, and he's actually like people said, oh, well, wait and see. Well, they waited and now they're seeing.
They waited. And despite a massive protest the day after the 45th president was inaugurated, the people saw stabbing executive orders that many see as a peeling away of America's Constitution and a direct assault against the civil liberties of the people.
Speaking of the Muslim ban and all the other things, we've seen a lot over the last 4 weeks. I mean, how many different laws do we think have been broken by this president since he's taken office? Too many, and this is straight up. There's a method to the madness. This is fascism, and this is how fascism operates.
It's actually relying on open terror and violence when it comes to power, and the threat of violence as well. And it's fucking stripping away people's democratic rights, just shaving them off. It's sort of and just shredding up the Constitution and taking a shit on it. That's really what fascist rule is about, and eliminating dissent.
Do we educate them about what fascism is? Do we educate them about what change looks like?
Okay, what is fascism? A political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts nation and often race above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of opposition.
President's Day, we should be celebrating the president, right?
Because we're here to fight back.
We're fighting against. What are we fighting against?
Fascism.
Fascism. How much has he disappointed you over the last 4 weeks in? We're waiting for 100 days.
He hasn't disappointed me at all. I got everything I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
Total disaster.
No surprises.
No surprises. You get what you vote for.
Fascism moves very quickly, as you've seen with all these executive orders that he signed. The Muslim ban, to build a wall, round up immigrants, right?
The way he goes after the press.
Global gag rule against basic fundamental rights for women around the world.
It's taking all the different oppression that exists against different sections of society and putting all that on steroids. He is rounding up immigrants. He is coming after women. He is going to speed up the genocide against black and brown. He's carrying this shit through. And so this is part of why people are continuing to resist.
So I am here, I'm part of the Revolutionary Club, and I'm taking up the call by Refuse Fascism to drive out the Trump and Pence regime.
RefuseFascism.org is not solely an educational campaign, but it's actually a call to action in terms of in the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America. We must get in the streets. We must stay in the streets. We must actually become tens of millions of people refusing to leave.
Organize to get into the streets, millions and tens of millions in the streets that say no. In the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America.
Refuse.
A fascist America!
No. No.
But the question is, are we going to resist in a way that's commensurate with actually driving this whole fascist regime out?
Humanity is facing a tremendous danger, but there is a window right now. There's a small window that is still there to mobilize and organize millions to drive them out.
To a Mashed Politicos, this is Wil B with the Mashed Minute.
Drive them out.
Drive them out!
Drive them